There's a device that I've been using called a Whoop.
Hello and welcome back to IGOW3. This is field reporter Ashley here to talk about weekly challenge number 10, the optimized drone BiWhoopathon. This week you can do your challenge anywhere. All you need is an IGOW approved gate. This is our second 50-50 challenge and we have only 300 pilots remaining. So make sure that you get your videos in and you try your best because you never know where you're going to fall on that 50-50 lineup. Now let's head back to Dan and Liz in the studio so they can break down this week's trick requirements.
Thanks, field reporter Ashley. This week is not only the second 50-50 week, but it is also the first Pick Your Poison week of IGOW3. This week, your score for ranking will be the total number of Powerloops plus the total number of Mattyflips that you're able to complete in a 25-second period. Mattyflips and Powerloops, that's an awesome duo for this week's challenge, just like Dan Parkinson and Matt Gakeman are an awesome duo as the host for this week's feature sponsor, Optimized Drone. They stream every Sunday at 9 p.m. Eastern, and the show tries to focus on independent companies and epic pilots in the community. The show has everything from interviews with DRL pilots to build tutorials to live simulator racing, and they have a ton of giveaways on top of that. So be sure to check out the show, and Liz and I will be making an appearance sometime soon.
We had the opportunity of meeting one half of Optimized Drone at I.O. Matt Gankman is an amazing individual who makes some amazing brisket, by the way. So if you're ever at an event and he's cooking, make sure you get your hands on some. He also makes some amazing frames that you can check out at gankmultirotors.com. We have a few of his frame kits to give away this week.
Optimized Drone is starting to get into sponsoring events and pilots, and they already have 5 pilots on Team Optimized Drone, including Jeff West, aka
My name is Jeff,
and IGOW3 Judge, and Danish Stallion, an IGOW3 player. Gank Multirotors also has 2 team pilots, Jeff FPV and Joe Cool. I'm excited to watch Optimized Drone grow and continue to support the community. Alright, now let's jump into the requirements for weekly challenge number 10, the Optimized Drone BiWhoopathon. Requirement number 0 is that your video is a maximum of 70 seconds long and you follow all the IGOW3 posting rules.
Requirement number 1 is that you must have an IGOW approved gate that you can place inside or outside at any height.
Requirement number 2 is the Pick Your Poison part of this week's challenge. You must choose if you want your IGOW approved gate to be at the top or at the bottom of your tricks. If you choose bottom, then the gate doesn't necessarily have to be on the ground, it just has to be at the bottom of your Powerloops and your Mattyflips. So it'll make the Powerloops easier because you just have to fly through the gate at the bottom and then loop over each time and go through the gate at the bottom. But the Mattyflips will be more difficult because you have to come over the top and then go backwards through the gate at the bottom for each Mattyflip. If you instead choose top, that will make the Mattyflips a little easier because you just fly through the gate at the top and you come back underneath, but it'll make the Powerloops harder because you'll have to loop up and do an up loop and hit the gate at the top of each Powerloop. So this week you have to choose. Do you prefer to be a top or a bottom for your loops and Mattyflips?
Requirement number 3 is that you must complete as many Powerloops as you can in 25 seconds. Then, in the same or separate clip, you must complete as many Mattyflips as you can in 25 seconds. Your gate must be at either the top or the bottom for both of these tricks, and it must be the same for both of those tricks. Gate bumps are allowed, but any Powerloop or Mattyflip that has a ground tap will not count towards your total. Also, please make sure that you post your totals on screen.
Your Optimized Drone BiWhoopathon score will be the sum total of the Powerloops and Mattyflips that you completed in the 25-second clips. The top 50% of the remaining players will be safe, while the bottom 50% will receive a letter this week. If there are any ties, they will be broken by the total amount of time it took to complete the loops and Matties.
Remember, just do your best and don't stress about the scores of the top pilots. Be sure that you turn in a video even if you only get a couple power loops and a couple Mattyflips, because you have no idea where the halfway point is going to be. And even if you do get a letter, as long as you've turned in a video, you're still eligible for prizes. So, good luck and happy whooping!